Hey everybody, it's Candy, aka Brown Eyed Girl 69. How y'all doing? Well, I did my Grub Hubbin today, and I definitely got my Grub Hub on. I made about $112, I think, $115. Altogether, since I started on Tuesday, I've made $262 total. And my hours, Tuesday night I dashed for 3 hours. Thursday night I dashed for 5, or Grub Hubbed for 5. And today I Grub Hubbed for about 5 hours, maybe 5.5. But anyway, a total of about 13 hours, between 13 and 14 hours. $262. So it's an average of about 20 an hour. Not bad. And I did reject a lot. I rejected a few today. Just because I'm not gonna what do you call it? I'm just not gonna take low ball offers, you know. And I also forgot that they had this thing every year. It's usually the first weekend in April, but this year, because Easter fell on the first weekend of April, they did it this weekend, and it's a medieval fair. They do it every April, and they have it out in this park in Norman, out by the college, and it gets crazy over there. Lots of people walking, lots of cars. In fact, I had an order today come in earlier during the early afternoon that wanted me to pick up from Velvet Taco and deliver it over to Reeves Park. So I knew it was somebody out there at the medieval fair. But here's the thing, parking's $10. And there's cops crawling all over the place. Because of it, you know, for security purposes and everything. And I just didn't want to take a chance on getting a ticket because of the fact that, you know, I'd have to park and try to go find these people. And it wasn't that high of a run or a delivery, you know. It wasn't that very well paying. So I rejected that one. I rejected probably about, I'd have to go back and look. But I probably rejected at least 5, if not 6 today. But I think my acceptance rate is still up. Even though I did a lot of rejecting. But then I stopped by my herb store and to see what they had on hand. They only, well, he's like, what are you looking for? And I go, well, I'm looking for some sativa. You got any eighths or ounces? He's like, yeah, we got an ounce. I was like, cool. Let me take what that is. That thing is called unicorn something. Anyway, when I get home, I gotta find me another jar to put this unicorn stuff in. But gonna see. Unicorn shoes is what it's called. I'll look up the parentage when I get home. And it's 29.04%. Oh well, we'll find out what's going on when I get home with that. DoorDash, of course, while I was out Grub Hubbin, kept dinging me a couple times today. And it was busy there in Norman. I could have it's only almost 8 o'clock at night. I could have went for another 2 or 3 hours, but I'm tired, I'm hungry. away from my home since about 11:30 this morning. And it's almost 8 o'clock, so I've been away from my house for about 8 hours. So I'm ready to get home and chill. I have to work tomorrow 5 to 9, or 5 to close. Then I'm off Monday. And then Tuesday I work, I think, 4 to 9. And then I'm working Wednesday, I think. 4 or 5 to close. And then I'll be off Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I've already got myself scheduled on Grub Hub on those days. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So hopefully I'll make some decent money. It won't allow me to cash out because it says my bank hadn't been verified. But I gave them the right account number and the right routing number. I don't know why it hadn't been verified, but they'll pay me out next Thursday. If I could have gotten my cash out on the first 2 runs after the first 2 delivery days, I would have only had to spend because they take out a percentage if you cash out early. And the more the money, the bigger the percentage. So, I got $262. But to cash out on that, I'd probably only see like $240 something dollars. And I ain't giving up my hard-earned money. So, I'll just wait. But I gotta definitely call customer support or driver support and double check my account and make sure that my account is good. Now it does allow me to add. I'm wondering if I could add my Cash App. See what that would do. But I definitely need my money. And I think that's what I'm going to be getting next Thursday is $262 from Grub Hub because Grub Hub ends tomorrow, I think. I think the weeks go Monday through Sunday. I'm also going to try to invest in getting a webcam to set up on my dash. I don't know if I'd be able to go live because I definitely would need another device to go live while I have this device for doing my dashing and Hubbin and all that. Still haven't done an Uber Eats. I'm sort of afraid to because I've heard so much about Uber Eats. But Uber Eats is one of those companies that you can just jump on their app and start Uber eating whenever. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking of ulterior ways to bring in income since my regular job is only giving me, I think I only got 16 hours this week. 5 to close, 5.5 hours. 4 to close, 6.5. So 5.5, 6.5, that's 12. And 5, no, so I guess I got 17. I did get 17. But, I can't live on that. My next door neighbor that's lived there since, I think, this was the summer of 24, she moved in. Yeah, summer of 24. She moved, she's leaving, she left today. She got another job up in Denver, Colorado area, around the Longmont area, so I think she's going to be happy with that. Her family is up in that area, her kids and grandkids, and I've told my daughter the same thing. If y'all ever leave, expect me to follow behind, because I'm not gonna not watch my grandchildren grow up. Went by, get my Dutch Bros. Well, the guy that I thought was going to give me a rain check on the order that he said he was going to comp for me last time, yeah, I talked to him about it. He didn't remember. So I told him, don't worry about it. It's all good. At least you were thinking of me at that time, even though I'd already paid for it. You know what I mean? It's all good. I go up there enough now, especially since I'm Grub Hubbin, that I'll be more of a regular. They'll call me sometime. I'm still waiting on about 3 packages to arrive to me. I'm waiting on my Fiesta medal from San Antonio, Texas, and a sticker along with that. I'm waiting on a package of about 70, 75 stickers that I purchased. And then, what else is the other one I was waiting on? Oh, and then I'm waiting on my Peeps Bunnies keychains. I might have to take a picture of all the stuff that I'm gonna get and post it on my community tab. What I'm waiting on. But everything up to this point I have received. You know, my trades, etc., etc. Well, it is 7:58 p.m. and I am rolling into Purcell. I'm actually in Purcell. I'm actually home. Woo-woo! Left out of this town this morning at 11:30. 8.5 hours later, I'm rolling back up in here. Roll by the store, see how busy it is. Boomerang's closes in an hour. Looks like they got a few people leaving. So I guess they're probably pretty much slow for the rest of the night. Let's see. Tanqueray, the taco truck, looks like they got a few cars out there, so they're always hopping. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. Oh, I guess, is it Ann working tonight? Huh. Well, it is deader than a doornail. I wonder if somebody called in tonight. Maybe it was her scheduled to work tonight. Oh, that's right. She said she was. That's right. That's right. She said she was working. Because she was kind of complaining about having to work with Mabel. But I told her, well, because she don't like working with teenagers either, you know. I told her, yeah, but at least you got Terry, you know. At least you got one other adult to work with you, you know. But, yeah. That's about all that's happening here. I'm pretty hungry when I get home. I have some Salisbury steak, some cheese, or pork cheese tortellini, and, some vegetables. But yeah, I'm gonna heat up some of my food and chill out. I think we're supposed to be getting some rain tonight overnight, maybe. Not for sure 100%, but I definitely gotta get home and check on the weather, check up on a few things, and call it a night. There's this cat rolling up here in front of me. think I know who it is, but I'm not for sure. But I think I know. I'm about 4 blocks from my house. So, I'm not going to stop this video until I get home. Why? Because that will show me exactly how long it took me to get from that one point on the highway. Right when I was getting onto the highway is right when I started the video. And then I come home. So, as you can see, the sun's going down. It's starting to get a little dark. I'm not as light as I was. So that's not bad. 15 minutes. Yeah, it's about between 15 and 20 minutes. You know. No, I didn't know who that cat was on the motorcycle. I thought I did, but I think they're going to the bar. Because they rolled up that way, and there's an alleyway back there, and there's an entrance into Bell Star Saloon. You can either enter in on the street side, or you can enter in off of the back side. Somebody in my spot? They better not be. To wait for that truck. Yeah, I got backup cameras on my car, but I really don't like to. Okay, well, that took me 17 minutes and 16 seconds. Anyway, I'm going to gather all my stuff out of my car and get out of here. And then I'm going to get inside and upload this video. And peace, love, hugs, nugs. Till the next time, I'm out.